I'm going to take you through my day today on what I do. People ask me how I can be consistent, and that is always a challenge. I am not going to pretend that it's easy, but I do have a few things in place that set me up as I feel for success. So the first thing I do, I get up, I do some simple stretches in bed, on the side of the bed. Because I have been very, very sore. I have had some spasms going on, a lot of spasms in my lower back and my mid back, and I am working on those. So, and I've also had some joint issues. Everything is really, really sore. I don't know if it's the weather or what's going on, but my joints are a little inflamed. So the one thing I do is I do my stretches, I go to the bathroom, wash my face, do all that fun stuff. I get dressed kind of for the day or for my workout. I do a workout on my mat, which is basically stretching, some very light weight resistance, and that's obviously to like kind of warm up my whole body. I like to do that first thing in the morning. I do 20 to 30 minutes. I keep it, again, it's morning. It's not very we're not talking stressful. All right, so I'm just doing some over the head stretches. I normally do about 15 on both sides. It's just to start easing out my back in the morning. Also do a little bit of these. We're just stretching out in the chest area and side. I do a quick weight workout, which is about 20 reps, and these are just 5-pound weights. I also do 10-pound weights. That'll be my second set that I do, and it's just to keep muscle going, especially in postmenopause. Muscle is very important at this time of your life. And then I fill up my water with ice as per usual. And then I do 2 other drinks during the morning. I use different cups for different things. So I use this cup, and I use my frother. I'll link that down below because I highly recommend frothers if you're mixing anything. So the one thing that I do like to do is I have my Collagen Beauty from Plant Fusion, and I'll put that down below too. And to that, I've been adding a creatine. I'll link that one down below too. This only has, I think, 3 grams of creatine, so sometimes I do 2. And then I take my frother and I mix all those good things together. So much easier than trying to stir stuff. Just saying. I don't know where my lid went. Maybe on my desk. I might have left it on my desk from yesterday. Oh, no, fell in the sink. Okay. So that's my second one. And then my third one is psyllium husk powder. So I basically kind of make my own Metamucil, and this is way cheaper than anything you're ever going to buy. Nothing against Metamucil. I'm just budget friendly, and it's much easier to make it myself. So I always add like a little bit of water into a glass, and I just add a splash of juice. So I've been traveling and I just got home. We didn't have any orange juice or anything in the house, whatever. I happen to have like an apple juice. It's 100% apple juice and it's organic. Aldi. Anyway, I just use a splash, literally a splash, just to give it a little flavor, because the psyllium husk has no flavor, basically, and it can be a little sometimes, you know. And then we're just going to add a little bit of our psyllium husk. I do about a tablespoon or so. This is great for your cholesterol. It kind of gathers everything up and helps you wash it out. And if you've been here before, you know I am highly working on lowering my cholesterol. And then we're going to use our frother. And we want to make sure it blends really nice. We don't want any chunkies. And then this I drink down right away because the powder will start congealing. So, bottoms up. Pro tip number 2, rinse your glass out right away, because this stuff is like, honestly, like glue. And that's what you want. You want it to, you know, attach to all the cholesterol and out you go. So that's kind of how I start my morning. Sometimes I do have a smoothie. My husband loves smoothies in the morning, so I do make him a smoothie. Any leftovers, I'll drink up. So I'm gonna rinse this out. Another pro tip, dollar store. Yes, this is a toilet brush, but I don't know if you know this, but this $1.25 or $1.50 toilet brush is perfect for cleaning out glasses and all of your shake glasses or anything like that. Perfect. So I actually had somebody ask me one time, are you using your toilet brushes to clean your stuff? And I said, of course not. This is my kitchen one. It hangs under my counter and I only ever use it for cleaning out Contigos or anything else like that, because it's perfect and it cleans all the way down to the bottom. I know you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because that's just me. We have to save money wherever we can, right? Eating healthy does not have to be expensive. So now I'm finished this part. I'm going to work for a little bit and then I'll see you whenever I decide my first meal is going to be for the day. I've got all my ingredients. I'm just going to cut up my shallot. So I'm just gonna make like a tofu scramble. And don't forget, save your skins and your bits. Put them in your bag in the freezer to make your vegetable stock out of. And eventually it will become second nature to do that all the time. So here I'm just going to dice We are going to add in our onion. So we're just sauteing our onions really quick. I'm going to crumble in the tofu. And again, we're just making a tofu scramble. Now I could have used fresh garlic. I'm just going to use my granulated garlic. I'm just trying to get this one used up, to be honest. And then some turmeric and some black pepper so that the turmeric will work. It'll get absorbed. So while this is cooking, I'm going to add in the mushrooms that I had in the fridge. I always just try to throw or use up everything that I have. And I'm going to throw in some frozen spinach. I'm just going to throw the rest of that in. And we're going to just let this cook. And really we're just warming it through and defrosting, to be honest. The last thing we're going to do is add in some salsa. I'll use that up. So I did have some fat-free refried beans in the back. And I'm just going to put a big dollop of these on here. Oh, these are interesting. They're actually still have beans in them, which is nice. Going to put this into the microwave just to warm it. And then we're all set to make our burrito. My tortillas have been in the freezer for a long time. They're kind of stuck together. And I'm on the struggle bus. But we're gonna make it work. Guys, life is not perfect. We're just gonna do the best that we can. I have always said, my food is good, my food is nutritious, not always Instagram worthy, but that's okay, it doesn't have to be. So I'm just going to fold these over. And then I'm just going to sear this on both sides just to toast it up. I like mine toasted and a little crunchy. All right. And again, I'm not worried about how dark it is because that's the way I like it. We've got beans and tofu, greens, onions, everything. So good. Can't wait to go eat this. So that's basically the start of my day, of my morning routine. I just want to get my body a little supple and moving and stretching first thing in the morning. I also usually add a little ab exercise to that and some knee for my knee replacements. Don't forget, if you are following along and you're having a struggle on the Starch Solution, a whole food plant-based diet lifestyle, then don't forget to hit the link below and get my free ebook for yourself so you can start learning how to cook oil-free.